Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to the World of Wrestling podcast. Here today to discuss about WWE Summerslam 2026 Night 2 review. My thoughts on this show was, quite frankly, the show was actually a little bit better than yesterday's event. I mean, that main event was god-awful. Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. It was just an average Joe match that didn't live up to the potential of what a Hell in a Cell should be in any way, shape, or form. But tonight's main event with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship lived up to the expectations and was a main event match that people should really have no complaints over. The build going into it, terrible. I think every match on this entire weekend's card had terrible build. There was no build whatsoever going into it, honestly. The opener of the show had a fatal four-way match. Instead of it being a number one contenders match between Sami Zayn and Finn Balor, the show kick-started with Gunther being introduced by Nick Aldis to be added to this match, turning into a triple threat. And then Aldis did another swerve and added Kevin Owens to make it a fatal four-way match, with Kevin Owens making the return to the WWE ring after neck issues that occurred last year at WrestleMania 41. And now Kevin Owens is back. This match went underway. It was still a number one contenders match, so the winner of the match was going to move on to face the WWE Undisputed Champion, CM Punk. And Kevin Owens is the man to pull off the victory. And he actually pinned Sami Zayn in this match, extending the Sami Zayn storyline as to him chasing after the WWE title. I mean, he already won it, but only 9 days ain't to him or anyone else a legitimate title reign as WWE champion. My thoughts on the Kevin Owens win, very shocking that he even showed up. Number one, I thought the match was fairly decent, actually. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think this was fairly entertaining. And Kevin Owens winning the match, I have no gripes about it. Seeing a CM Punk Kevin Owens match for the WWE Championship better be for a PLE event and nothing more. If we can get some story thrown in there, it would be really appreciated. But Triple H being creative, I mean, to me, he's Vince McMahon 2.0 all over again. So I have no hope on that. But the match I'm looking forward to, and hope these two kill it at the next PLE event, because if it's at Sunday night's main event, which I think is the next event coming up before WrestlePalooza in September, we are all in deep shit, because I don't want to see that match taking place on that show. Not to mention, it would make a lot of sense. They're both hardcore. They both would have fit very well in ECW, and WrestlePalooza is an ECW themed show. So for them to put that together at WrestlePalooza would be very fitting, in my opinion. But yeah, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next match, we had Baron Corbin going up against Trick Williams for the WWE United States Championship. And I got to admit, this was very shocking. And it was a good matchup without the flips and dives thrown in. I give this match a 3.5 out of 5 stars as well. Pretty average match, but not bad in any way, shape, or form. So I think they did a good job here. I don't think it was terrible in any means. But Trick Williams losing to Baron Corbin was a bit shocking. And secondly, What was the point of bringing out a custom-made belt for Trick Williams to only have for about a month or so, for him to ultimately no longer be the champion, and that custom-made belt will no longer exist with Baron Corbin holding it? So, honestly, I think it was kind of silly for them to just have him drop the title to Baron Corbin. But we'll see where this goes with Baron Corbin being the new United States champion moving forward here. I mean, I don't have high hopes. Again, this is WWE we're talking about, so let's be real with ourselves. But another match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Good action overall. Didn't have much of an issue with that. Next, we had the Women's Interim Championship match in a ladder match. This hosted Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, and Lash Legend. 5 women's ladder match to capture the Interim Women's Championship. I thought this was very, very surprising. I found it to be very entertaining in some capacity. And seeing Chelsea Green pick up a surprise victory here kind of threw me for a loop. But it gives her an opportunity to carry around an interim championship where she'll ultimately lose that belt to Rhea Ripley to make Rhea Ripley the official champion, undisputed champion of the SmackDown Women's Division. So, I guess that was the reason why they gave the belt to Chelsea Green at the end of the day, so I don't know how you should take it, whether it's a plus or a negative, but it is what it is. But, I guess the whole situation was it was just to protect all the other women that were part of this match so that they don't have to take an L of Rhea Ripley later on, but it is what it is. Match overall, 3 out of 5 stars. Not terrible, not great, but it was fairly surprising on how the ending turned out, in my opinion. I thought they were going to go with a woman that is more noteworthy, marquee name, to hold the Interim Women's Championship to face Rhea Ripley later on down the line on a PLE event. I'm assuming that is going to change real quick when they have that match probably take place on SmackDown. More than likely. Next, we had Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in the Human Monies on a Pole match. Folks, I hardly barely paid attention to this shit. It was off the walls retarded. Multi-man extravaganza psychotic bullshit that did not matter or make any sense to me to be on this show. Not to mention they gave the only other promo video hype-up build going into the match besides the World Championship. Every other match on this show from yesterday and today, only the main events got a promo vignette video showing how this all came together. And then this match was the only other match besides the 2 main events that got that treatment. They have totally watered down everything in WWE to the point where it doesn't even fucking matter. This promotion is absolutely terrible. AEW's got its problems. They have storyline progression issues with their own stuff, but they at least enhance a little bit on the stories that they can tell or provide story to. WWE don't try to do shit. They're just there, and if you like them, great. If you don't, they don't care. That's the bottom line. This match was trash. 1 out of 5 stars. I'd give it truthfully, I'll give it a 0. 0 out of 5 stars. This match sucked. Shouldn't even have been on the card. Next, we had the co-main event of the evening. That was Chad Gable against Penta. This was an obvious, result of what was going to happen. Chad Gable becomes the new WWE IC champion. And I gotta say, it was a very entertaining sight to see. I think Penta did an excellent job with Chad Gable, and I think these two did a very good job working together in this match. I give it I'll be honest, I would say 4, but it wasn't like super great, but it was good. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars as well. And I thought this was fair at best. Oh, well, not fair at best. I'm kind of understating it. It was a good match. It wasn't bad in any way. And then the main event with Seth Rollins challenging for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have one of the best matches on this card for the whole entire weekend, outside of maybe CM Punk and Cody Rhodes could have possibly matched that. But honestly, these two went to war. They beat the shit out of each other. It is a 4 out of 5 stars without question. Roman and Seth Rollins closed their chapter with each other finally and are done. They fist bumped at the end with Roman winning and retaining the World Championship. And we now move on with our lives. That's it. Seth Rollins came out with the Shield mask that they used to wear when they first started, which I thought was kind of interesting. They also acknowledged Jon Moxley with the clothesline and Seth Rollins going crazy when he did it because he was imitating Dean Ambrose, aka Jon Moxley. And they did do the paradigm shift, both of them actually. Seth got countered trying to do the paradigm shift, and Roman Moxley, what the fuck am I talking about? Roman Reigns went ahead and performed the paradigm shift to connect on Seth Rollins in the middle of the match. So I thought that was pretty cool. And everything led up to where it was going to be, and Seth Rollins ends up taking the L here, finally, by Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns retains the world title, with them ending the whole show with a fist bump and acknowledging the Shield and their storyline grievances between the two are finally over. Seth Rollins looked pretty distraught, though, from the defeat. He did not look too happy about losing the match, but he accepted the loss and was very professional, as I could say, or describe how he was acting. He just was disappointed he did not get the W here at this event. And Roman Reigns was very humble and professional with Seth Rollins and showed a lot of sportsmanship on his end, and everything now is put to rest between these two. So the show overall, average at best, if anything. If you missed it, outside of the 2 World Championship matches and the Women's World Title with Liv and Io Sky, I'd say probably the Fatal 4-Way opener to tonight's show was good. Trick and Baron Corbin was a nice mid-card match. Chad Gable, Penta was definitely worth it to be on this show. Gunther and Nick Aldis was a good match as well. I thought they did a fairly decent job together in that match. I mean, there was enough matches on here between the 2 nights that should have just made it a one-night event where you could have had like 7-8 matches and put it all together for one night and do like a 4-hour show, giving each and every match the time it deserved on the card and leaving it at that. Danhausen, Dominic Mysterio should have not been on the show at all. I think everyone can agree with that. This was absolutely pathetic. And most importantly, treating Dominic Mysterio like a second-class citizen and a jobber to a guy who's not a true true traditional wrestler. He's more of an entertainer and whatnot. I have no idea. But it is what it is. I don't know what you guys thought, but if you enjoyed the review, by all means, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great night, guys. Bye.